Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Startup Express International. I am your host, Vivek Mabubani, and today we are joined by a range of innovative startups from around the world who will be here sharing their ideas and experiences with us. So let's begin the program now. Now, organized by the Hong Kong Trade and Development Council, Startup Express is a startup development program designed to support Hong Kong startups in building connections, exploring markets, identifying business and funding partners, as well as enhancing brand awareness. This year marks the 4th edition of Startup Express International, and we have received applications from major startup ecosystems worldwide through our nominations from 38 global partners across 16 countries and regions. Now, I am sure everyone over here is looking forward to hearing from our startups, but before we do that, I would now like to invite Ms. Anna Chim, Assistant Executive Director of the Hong Kong Trade Development Council, to deliver the opening remarks. Ms. Chim, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today for the Meet the Global Winners section, hosted as part of the Startup Express International. Startup Express International expands upon our original Startup Express program, bringing its tried and tested support for startups to a global stage. Our initiative helps emerging businesses build their capacities, explore new markets, find strategic partners, and boost their brand awareness. Entering its 4th edition, we are privileged to have received support from 38 distinguished international partners representing vibrant startup ecosystem throughout Asia, Europe, and the United States. We are proud to be spotlighting the promising entrepreneurs who will shape the future. We are delighted to welcome 7 outstanding winners and 5 finalists from this year's Startup Express International who have joined us today. It is truly inspiring to witness so many innovative ideas and entrepreneurial spirit from all around the group. Their ventures span a remarkable range of sectors, from improving health and education to pioneering sustainable technologies with tangible impact on countless lives. Our theme for E-Day, where startup dreams take flight, captures the ambition at the heart of what we seek to foster. Hong Kong is established as a regional innovative powerhouse, positioning itself as an ideal city for emerging startups to thrive. Hong Kong is now supporting more than 4,600 startups, an impressive increase of 40% since 2020. Entrepreneurs are drawn to Hong Kong by its unique strength, a dynamic ecosystem, strong financial infrastructure, world-class universities, a simple tax system, and strategic location within the Greater Bay Area, making it a premier nexus for innovation and entrepreneurial growth. To all the startups and entrepreneurs in the audience, I hope you find motivation and new perspectives on the possibilities ahead after hearing the stories and sharings of today. And before I conclude, I would like to thank our partner, including the Cyberport, the Hong Kong Science and Technology Park, Kong-Shenzhen Innovation and Technology Park, and Invest Hong Kong for your generous support in making this program possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Chim. Please be seated. And having said that, I think let's get things started, everyone, because I'd like to invite our winners of Startup Express International 2025 to join me on stage for a simple discussion. When I call your name, please come on up to the stage. Everybody from the UK, we have Abby Cloud. Please come up here, Abby Cloud. From Vietnam, we have BioWrap Solution. That's right, the applause is very much welcome. From India, Innable Technology. From Thailand, we have Sable. Keep those applause going, because we have from Denmark, Stimuliver. From Chinese mainland, Tao Meditech. And from France, Tones Garden. These are our winners, everyone. Now, what will happen is each team will be given a chance of 3 minutes to introduce themselves, introduce what they do, and at the end, when everyone has been finished doing that, I will have a little casual chit-chat with them, asking some questions that I'm curious about as well, so we'll get to know you very, very well. At this moment, make sure everybody has a microphone, get ready for this, because Hong Kong is all about efficiency, so we're going to get straight into it. We're going to start with you, Abby Cloud, over there in the corner. You're going to have 3 minutes time to share with us. Please take it away. Your time starts now.
Hi everyone, my name is Chunan, and I'm co-founding IBCloud, which is a UK-based biotech. Just before I begin, can I have a show of hands if anyone is interested in biotech or you're working in biotech? Oh, cool. We have a lot of audience in biotechs. Okay, cool. We are our company are helping research labs, biotech, pharma companies to speed up their antibody development and design. So. Just a quick introduction of antibodies. So why antibodies? So antibodies are so powerful, and antibodies are transforming our cancer care. And since 2014, we have over 6 approvals every year. And the last couple of years, especially in 2023 and 2024, we have over 12 approvals every year. And we have shown that antibodies are giving life-saving results, and there's a huge potential for antibodies discoveries. However, there are still a lot of challenges. We identified 3 key challenges from our customers' experiences. So first of all, it is still very slow and also very costly. And this is because many companies these days are still relying on hybridoma or phage display, where they do not dig into how antibody antigen interact, and they do not dig into the mechanisms. And secondly, we also find that when a company is working with multiple CROs, they usually get inconsistent results, and these CROs are not consistent with each other. The results are not reproducible. And finally, we also find that in this field, there's a crowded me-too pipelines that a lot of people, everyone is focused on a very small set of antigens. So leaving a huge number of antigens outside there underexplored. So to tackle this problem, so this is what we offer. So our solution is to end-to-end platform. And there are 2 major things that we offer. So first one is we have our AI-powered platform where a customer come to us and we offer our AI platform to develop quick insights into how the antibody antigen interact. And we validate, especially with epitope prediction. So we tell the customers where on the antigen that this antibody is interacting. We also validate that using Clara structure termination technology to validate these results. And the second thing is very powerful, is automated lab. So we do this iterative refinement of using AI and also the automated lab to quickly design antibodies for our customers to deliver the final optimized antibodies. And we have shown great success in this field. So recently we are from this antibody challenge organized by Specifica, part of IQVIA, we ranked the third out of 58 participating group from academia and industry. And we are also working with European top university and research institutes, for example, with EMBL, or called AMBO. We are delivering antibody, and especially for CAR T therapies, we help them to design the next CAR therapy. And for business side, we also have commercial pilots that we are helping a UK-based biotech to discover, optimize their antibody for a completely novel target that's not on the market before. And we are delivering a therapeutic level 1 affinity antibody for them, and we are looking to deliver that next quarter to enter clinical trial. And none of this will be possible without a fantastic team. So our founders are all from University College London. Basically, our founder team has a great combination of AI, immunology, structural molecular biology, and also our advisors, Takashi, John, and Steve. They're also professors and veterans in this field, and which provide us with access to, for example, University Hospital, University College London Hospital, which is the biggest hospital in the UK, and we have access to clinicians and research labs doing antibody discovery work. So basically, that provides us with access and more data in this field. And yeah, we are now expanding to Hong Kong to gain access to this new market for us. It's rapidly, as you can see, it's a rapidly growing market for antibody discovery, and we are looking to gain new partners to new market and new opportunities. And yeah, we're also calling for a raise of $1 million for a 2-year of founding period to help us complete our upgrade of our AI platform and research platform, and also recruiting our team to expand our services in the Asia Pacific area. And yeah, we would love to have you join our journey. And thank you very much. And these are our contacts.
Thank you very much. Right over there. Health is wealth, everyone. So what you're doing is very important. We're going to move on to our next team. This is coming to us from Vietnam. BioWrap Solution. Please, 3 minutes on the clock. The time is yours.
Hello, dear honor guests. My name is Duy, representing BioCraft, a pioneering enterprise in sustainable biopackaging made from fruit peels, especially orange peel. We carry the mission of reducing plastic waste, regenerating agricultural residue, and accelerating the green transition. Every year, the world generates tens of millions of tons of plastic, while Vietnam alone discards hundreds of thousands tons of fruit peels after processing. Most of this waste is discarded or incinerated, contributing to environmental pollution. Meanwhile, the demand for eco-friendly biopackaging is becoming increasingly urgent. Yet current alternatives such as PLA paper pack or PLA imported bioplastic is more costly, unstable, and difficult to fully biodegrade. So this is precisely the gap that BioCraft was created to fill. We have successfully developed a new generation bioplastic derived from orange peel, cellulose combined with enzyme technology, and bio-silver nanoparticle. Our product offers 4 outstanding advantages. First is it would be fully biodegraded within 4 months. Up to 40% in raw material cost, and enhance antibacterial properties and food reservation. And the price is lower than imported bioplastic from 20 to 30%. BioCraft has completed its R&D process, operate a pilot manufacturing facility, and is ready for scale-up. We are now seeking for investor and partner in Hong Kong to expand agriculture-linked scale production and develop regional market. BioCraft firmly believes that such collaboration will contribute to a greener, more sustainable, and promising future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is BioWrap Solution from Vietnam, everyone, helping make sure we have a sustainable world to live in. Up next, coming to us from India, I'd like to invite Innable Technology. You have 3 minutes on the clock. Please share with us.
Hello, everyone. My name is Man, co-founder of Innobun and Brute AI. So let's talk about the big challenge of sales and marketing in B2B industry. So basically, they are working toward the same goal, that is the business growth. But sometimes their effort falls short because of their CM system are not fully connected or supported. You know that in the world, there are more than 1 million B2B enterprise. They are using the CRM platform like Salesforce, HubSpot, and Zoho. For sales, sometimes they struggle with the offline contact management, like business scanning or the LinkedIn QR as well. But for marketing, they struggle as well because sometimes they could not personalize the outreach campaign due to the incomplete data. So what is the result? That could be the missed opportunity for sure. That is where Brute AI came from. Basically, we have fixed the broken CRM. Actually, we make it better. Like Brute AI, we let the sales team to collect the offline data by scanning the business card or the LinkedIn QR as well, and then enrich all the data, singing all the data back into their CRM system. And what could be the result here? It could be the complete and actionable data that can have for the sales team and the marketing team as well. They could have the right and the best solution for their business. So basically for the SaaS, global SaaS market is booming right now. It has hit around 247 billion US dollar already. And for Brute, we target the B2B industry only. We target in the US, Europe region. And right now for sure, we are here in Hong Kong. We have the ambition to expand the business in Hong Kong and China mainland as well. And especially we target for the B2B enterprise who are using the CRM platform like Salesforce or HubSpot. What makes Brute stand out with the other competitor? Unlike the other tool like Sansan or ZoomInfo, Brute AI, we have the first one would be we offer for 90% of the data accuracy compared with the competitors, and we brings on together like the offline contact management and for the LinkedIn QR as well, and syncing into one unified platforms. So for our core team, we have a dynamic team with over 40 years of combined experience in sales, in marketing, technology, and product development as well. We also comply with the global standard for the data accuracy, and we also have some several global recognition as well, like we are the winner for the SaaS platform of the SASE in 2025. SaaS is a very simple and no-code required platform that can have sales and marketing to have the right tool to have sales and marketing team to drive their business role. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you for listening. Yeah.
Thank you very much. That was fantastic. From Innable Technology from India, it's always about peoples and relationships, and you're going to hopefully solve that for us. Next up, we have from Thailand, Sable. 3 minutes, please. The time is yours.
Yeah, Sable, but this one is not Sable.
Oops, sorry, we got it too excited. We went with the next slide. We're going to go back to yours real quick. I know we're just testing to making sure you're paying attention.
Okay.
Right over there. You definitely were. So we're going to reset that real quick, give you time to just recollect your ideas and everything.
Okay.
And we'll get your slides up real soon to make sure that we're good. They're just loading it up over there.
Yeah.
I'll give them 20 seconds right over there for everyone else now. Unless we'd like, oh, right over there.
Yeah.
You got it done.
I believe this one is Sable. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. So we are Sable, saleable. Basically, we turn every marketing dollar into profitable. Just simply like that. We from Thailand, Bangkok. So our concept is just like agentic AI marketing cloud that understand about customer behavior. This is at. We are like Thailand largest data-driven platform for SME. We won national award like every single year, like 3 years already. And then every story start from this conversation. We met 574 business owners. Everyone said the same thing, that how we can increase the sales. But the problem is it's not just simply like that, because the underlying the problem is the advertising cost, it keep increasing. The data is split everywhere. The team, they cannot like follow up the lead by manually. And especially the team use many tools, right? And also we provide AI that can help you to do a few things. The first thing, we provide advertising automation that can help you to do the advertising more precise. And the second one is we provide marketing automation that can help you to do all the manual work automatically. And the third one is we provide customer data platform that we connect all the customer data into single sources. Last but not least, we develop our own AI models that can understand about customer behavior meaning that we know what you think, we know what you like, and we offer the right promotion for you. Together, we combine it and we introduce it together as agentic AI marketing cloud that understand about customer behavior, meaning that we provide marketing automation that automatically think about the campaign and land a campaign automatically by themselves 24 hours. Last year, we helped DJI, the drone company, we helped them to reduce the cost of acquisition, the cost of marketing, about 63.75%. It's a lot of money, isn't it? Right? And also, we can help another cosmetic brand to increase the repeat purchase about 4 times. That's a lot of money also. And yeah, we expect that after we launch our other AI, we can boost our revenue about 10 times. We quite strong in real estate in Thailand, our condominium. We have a lot of public sector also. This is our team. You may be curious that how we can develop our AI model that understand about customer behavior. Because I do PhD in AI and psychological, I know both sides in psychological and AI also. I partner with my co-founder that he's strong in the e-commerce for 30 years already. So together, we both are 3 of us. We found stable, sell-able. We expect that we can boost all the customer revenue in every area. Yeah, this is stable, sell-able. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Sable, right over there. As a business owner, that's a great tool. As a consumer, I'd be quite scared as well. However, let's move on to next. We're going to go to Denmark now. We have Stimuliver. The slides will go up. 3 minutes on the clock for you.
Hi everyone, I'm Giles Dudley, the CBO Stimuliver. Now time for something a little bit different. We are developing cell therapy implants to treat liver disease. We're a company in Copenhagen, supported by the Novo Nordisk Foundation, the Bioinnovation Institute, and we recently established an office at Hong Kong Science and Technology Park. So why liver disease? Well, liver disease, unlike other diseases, has increased significantly in the last 50 years. And unlike these conditions, there's very few treatment options available beyond that of transplantation. And so what does that mean to us in the audience and us on the stage here? That we have a 1 in 10 chance of getting liver disease with no treatments available to us. And in fact, China and the surrounding countries is actually the global hotspot for the condition. So our vision is to transform the treatment of metabolic disorders with a pioneering approach that bypasses the need for traditional donors. So how do we do this? We produce a tissue implant that we put underneath the skin. It acts as a second liver. It begins to filter the blood, remove toxins, lower inflammation, and allows the host liver to recover and allows detoxification and regeneration of the patient's liver. The first indication that we're looking at is acute decompensation. So the purpose of our therapy here is to prevent the progression into the more serious ACLF. It's only a 30-day treatment, so we just need to show survival for 4 weeks, and this will allow the patient to go home and then to fully recover. There's approximately 600,000 patients in the EU and the US, and also a similar number in China. So how do we do this? We take pluripotent stem cells, we turn them into liver tissue and vein cells, endothelial. We combine them into a spheroid and we put them on an implant and we put underneath the skin, which allows, again, to the host liver to start regenerating. So what do we do this? We've got lots of exciting data, and I won't bore you with all of it today, but what we can show is that actually we can use allogeneic. And what does that mean? Allogeneic means we can have 1 vial of cells for multiple patients. And the reason we can do this is we can engineer the cells so they don't cause an immune response. And furthermore, the mixture of cells that we use prevent T cells, the immune system's coming in and attacking the implant. So it truly is an off-the-shelf allogeneic therapy. So, well, there we go. So who are we as a team? Of course, not enough time to introduce everyone, but of course, as a small company, you need to have the right people on your journey. This includes individuals that have taken liver cell therapies into the clinic before, business advisors that have worked in the cell therapy market, and we have an esteemed clinical advisory board from MIT, EMBO, and UCL that understand both the needs of the patients and also how to develop products to provide a solution. And just to round this up, we currently have a strategic partnership in Shanghai. We're looking to raise an additional 2 million of operating capital to go alongside this. Our Shanghai partner will take this all the way through to the IIT, and we currently have an open round which is due to close in the next 3 months. Okay, thanks very much.
Thank you very much. That was StimuLiver. Hopefully we all have healthier livers thanks to you in the future as well. Let's move on to Chinese mainland. We have Tao Meditech. 3 minutes. Your time is yours.
Hi everyone, my name is Eric. Let me introduce Tao Meditech. We're a company focused on the medical additive manufacturing technologies, producing the complex geometries in medical use. For example, the reconstructive hip or spine implants or knee replacements. We already completed our Series A equity financing and IPO readiness assessment. And we're going to plan IPO on Hong Kong Stock Exchange in 2029. This is the company structure. Our holding company is going to be here in Hong Kong, and our Hong Kong office is going to launch Q1 next year. We have 2 business units in mainland China right now. One is focused on the medical device section. The other is the pharmaceutical section. I myself was born in mainland China. I received my PhD from the Chinese University of Hong Kong and an MBA from UCLA Anderson School. I worked in the Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in the United States and the Johnson & Johnson and the Bristol Myers Squibb for more than 10 years. Until a few years ago, I started a business in mainland China. These are our key technologies. So our product differentiates in several parts. First is biocompatible metal materials. The second is the metal product production technology. The third is the leading EBM AM technology to produce the perfect matching tailor-made products. The products you saw here they are all part of our product lines. We do have the groundbreaking designs and the metal processing technologies. And these are all the patents we already received. We do have our R&D center and manufacturing center in China. We have over 300 square meters R&D center already put in use for more than 2 years in Shandong, China. And we're going to put our GMP manufacturing plant in use early next year. It has 3 big buildings, over 27,000 square meter size. And we already got over 1 million revenue this year. By the time of 2029 for the IPO, we forecast to have over 200 million sales. And major from the registered medical device part, some of them from the non-registered products. And this is our strategic plan. Currently, we're going step by step. We do pass the financial equity financing Series A with the company valuation over $100 million. And in the next few years, we're going to make it 500, and we're going to make our sales over 200 million. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. That was Tao Meditech, also working towards our health in the future. Now we can move on to our last team over here from France. Everyone, it's Tones Garden. Please, the time is yours.
Hi, my name is Aiki Manta, co-founder of Tones Garden. Here's the fact. Everybody loves music, but creating your own song is extremely hard. You need to learn music theory, the rhythm, the technique, and after all that, you still need to be creative. You might say, what about AI? Let's be serious. Real music is about emotion, about ideas, about feelings. It is not about writing the prompt or programming music. This is why we created Soundflowers, an iOS app that reinvents music creation. It is fluid, it is organic, it is inspiring. Instead of complex interfaces, imagine a garden. You select petals to create chords, and you swipe to make beautiful melodies. With just a few taps, you can make a professional track, record it, and share it instantly. Your screen becomes an instrument, not a computer. Today, everyone has a smartphone. Our mission is simple: put sunflowers in every pocket. We target DJs, producers, musicians, and all music lovers. Competitors are too complex, too technical, too expensive. For example, GarageBand is powerful, but it feels like work. We designed Sunflower for one thing only, the flow. We want you to have fun immediately. And it works. Sunflowers stay an app favorite on the Apple Store during 11 consecutive weeks, a strong signal of Apple's recognition for our innovation. Our business model is freemium. The app is free to download. Then user pay to unlock unlimited creation. In 2026, we introduce premium sounds and advanced features as in-app purchases. Simple, scalable, proven. But there is more. Our technology can be used in music school. It can be used on airline screens during long flights, or even in electric cars while charging, like trucks in Teslas. But much better. The potential is huge. Why us? We are a team of 3 experts in design, tech, and music. In 2011, I created a DJ and music production school in Paris. For more than 10 years, we trained thousands of students. In 2017, we became the first DJ school in the world with a triple certification. We are also proud winners, French Tech and Chamber of Commerce. Our vision is to become the new leader in music creation. And to get there faster, we are looking for investors and strategic partners. Let's build the future of music creation together, because the next big revolution in music won't come from machines. It will come from inspired humans. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was Tones Garden, everybody, from France. Now, we just heard all 7 winners from the Startup Express International 2025, and this is a bit time where I get to ask you some questions. Now, as you heard, many different industries, all related to how to improve lives of humans, whether it's your health or just well-being, or simply just making it less stressful to deal with customers as well. But I'm more curious to know, behind the scenes, why did you choose this particular industry? Was something inspired you, or did you feel a certain thing you needed to do? I want to ask, let me start with BioWraps over there. So, we all are talking about sustainability. We want the world to, be healthier and happier and all that. But what caused you to want to make this in your industry?
Hi. Because I saw many tons of fruit peels were were discarded. It is contributing to environmental pollution, but we can reuse it and we can reduce the plastic bag by our technology. So our team was invent the bioplastic make from fruit peel, especially from orange peel. This orange is very popular in Asia regional. So we choose the orange is the most fruit that we use to make the bioplastic, and by that way we can reduce the plastic bag and make our environment more sustainable.
Fantastic. So it did personally impact you. You looked around the world, you saw people doing this, you said, what better way could I do? And you decided oranges was the way to help you with plastic. That's very good as well. I'm going to move. I want to ask Sable, actually. I'm going to jump over to you. What caused you to want to get into this industry? Did you find that customers were not getting connected properly? You decided, you know what, I want to make sure people can sell more? Because I love buying stuff, but I'm worried that you will make me buy stuff that I didn't realize I wanted to buy as well. So tell me, what caused you to want to go into this field?
Okay. I think I would like to ask your question back. Actually, like, you love money?
I like it, yes.
Yeah, it's just simply thing. It's like every business, they need sales. They need to sell their product also. Why not we build a tool to sell, to build the money, to generate the money, just like that.
Very true. I mean, at the end of the day, people do want to spend the money just correctly, and showing them the product, connect them correctly will be good. I'm going to jump over to ask another question, though, because I really want to know, how do you think that your product or solution revolutionizes the industry you're in? For example, we have a few of you in the medical field as well. I'm going to ask you from the Stimuliver as well. Can I ask you, we saw about how you're going to help with liver disease. It's an increasing problem in the world. But what do you think helps you revolutionize? Because I do know that there are other industries that are also targeting that. What makes you stand out the most?
I mean, at the moment, there's very few treatment options available, as I said in my presentation, beyond that of transplantation. Compared to other diseases, there's small molecules, there's antibodies, which we've talked about today as well. Really, so these aren't working to solve the problems that we're looking at. And really, it was looking then at cell therapies, which are a relatively new industry, can actually bring about change, and more importantly, bring about change and benefits to patients, and being a therapy that can actually allow the patient's own recovery rather than treating the symptoms. We can cause the root of the disease. That was the reason that we're doing this. Yeah.
So as a prevention is better than cure, so hopefully this can get the root of the disease, as you said. Fantastic. Now, I also want to ask one more thing. We saw so many different industries. Some, like I said, we have health, we have about customers, we have businesses. However, I did like what Tones Garden was talking about, creating music. I'm curious that what caused you to say, you know what, I'm going to go into this field? Did you think about you want more people to create music? Did you just love music, or did you just press a button correctly? What caused you to want to be in this field?
I'm a DJ producer since 20 years now, and I had a DJ school, and then we teach with my two co-founders, Nicolas and Jean-Philippe, and we saw what on our industry, so what we can do to improve, to democratize music creation. On the DJ part, there is a lot of things, and we think it's better to develop a new music creation application, and that's why so during the COVID crisis, so we brainstorm, and we developed this new innovation application.
Fantastic. I think at the end of the day, we can all connect with music. That's what the whole world's about, right? Well, there you go, everyone. I think we're running out of time to ask questions. One more time, can we give it to all our 7 Startup Express International Final winners over here? Well done. You can all now take a seat, relax a little bit. You can take a sigh of relief you're done, because we're going to move on next up, because I would like to invite the finalists to come on stage. So winners, please, get comfortable, take a seat. We've heard so many different ideas, as you can see, whether it's about health, whether it's about customers, whether that's the music. Everything is possible if you do a good job right over here. But we're going to move on to next. So we have 5 finalists joining us today as well to talk about what they do, and also we'll have a time to Q&A and chit-chat with them a little bit. But at this moment, I'd like to ask everyone over here to please join me in welcoming to the stage. Please put your hands together and welcome Qingdao CQ Xander New Energy Equipment Technology from Chinese mainland. Shenzhen Beaver Technology from Chinese mainland. Petani from Thailand. Please join us on stage. And we have Space Next from Thailand and The Keeper from Thailand. One more round of applause, everybody, to our finalists of this year. Now, this time, we're going to keep things a bit tighter. We're going to give each of you 2 minutes to introduce yourselves and what you do. And after we're done with everybody, I will have a chance to chat with you as well to get to know a bit more about yourself as well. Now, having said that, we're going to begin with you, Qingdao CQ Xander, New Energy Equipment Technology from Chinese mainland. The clock is 2 minutes. Please go ahead.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Our team focused on providing key equipment and solutions, particularly in the hydrogen energy sector, which plays a vital role in global industry development. Our team have developed a molecular matrix-style alkaline electrolyzer with excellent consistency. By using intelligent stacking and elastic support structures, we are achieved zero group operation, cutting energy consumption. Our flexible hydrogen production ranges from 6.5% to 112%. And we have reduced cost by 20%, shortening delivery times to just 3 days. Quick one-site repairs are possible with easy model electrification and replacement. Our new generation electrolyzer outperforms traditional designs with lower operating costs, better ROI, and better returns. Thanks.
Wonderful, straight up to the point. So it's all about hydrogen generation right over there. Thank you. Let's go on next up. Also from Chinese mainland, we have Shenzhen Beaver Technology. 2 minutes for you to go for it.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. And my name is Ram, and I'm an artist, maker, and also entrepreneur. And my dream is to enable that let everyone, from kids to adults, to be artists and maker. So I co-founded two creative tool brands. One is called Beaverball here, and another called Acmer. And so Beaverball is a creative tool brands to enable every kids to cut recyclable material easily, and then they can use this recyclable material with our accessory and tools like nails and also other joints to build toys and also artwork by themselves and to play with their parents. And I'm also a co-founder of a laser engraving, consumer level laser engraving machine called Acmer, and we use AI software, hardware to enable everyone to use this laser tool very easily to craft on different material like wood, metal, and plastic. So, and our team from design, we design, manufacture, and sell our product globally. We deliver our products and also creative content to makers and families in over 80 countries. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's Shenzhen Beaver Technology. Hopefully more creativity in the world for kids and adults as well. Let's move on to Thailand now. Our next finalist is Petani. The time is yours. 2 minutes, please.
OK. 你好，大家，我叫 Dr. Tony. Actually, I'm animal doctor. My job is help people, help the kids gonna be yellow to green or red kids in hospital to be green. The problem in hospital, every hospital, 80% of pet mommy, if you have cat or dog, you go hospital, 80% is green. The problem is on worrying about pet mommy thing. It's about worry and client education. So what our core technology is AI plus with the doctor mixed with AI. And now we are operate scale business in Korean Silicon Valley and Thai market. We was invested by the biggest insurance company in Thailand. And why Hong Kong? Because of my best mentor when I was in Korea is Hong Kong, whose name is Jomac, who do the AI for heart disease. So we do cooperate with a Hong Kong company. And we want to expand the Hong Kong in technology to the Asia pet market. So what is it what we dream about? Yes.
Thank you. So good luck. This Hong Kong is the place to keep expanding. We love our pets here as well. Wonderful. Let's move on. Next up, also from Thailand, we have Space next. Please, 2 minutes for you. Please go ahead.
Do you guys know this app, Tinder? Do you have this app on your phone? So I'm developing this Tinder for construction project. But before we come to this point, I just want to share an embarrassing story with you guys. I'm a civil engineer who got defrauded by a bad contractor. I bought a brand new condo, and then I hired this contractor, but he didn't do a good job according to his promises. And I was so stressed about this because as a civil engineer, why you got a bad contractor on your hand? So after that, I actually study this problem deeply. There are so many people who don't actually know a good contractor. So they decide to find a contractor online. So at the end, they end up getting a bad one. I'm not so sure what's happening in your country. So I would like to learn this issue also. But what I learned is that a lot of developing countries have the same problem, that constructions doesn't have a good standard, and they allow bad contractor to be in the market and work for them. So we developed a platform that matching homeowner and architect and engineer to do home design before going to the contractor. And then we also matching the engineer to help the homeowner to do home inspection to make sure that the contractor is doing the a good work according to the architect was designed in the beginning. So more than that, we're developing full journey of the client. We developing a social media called Space Story. We share home inspiration content to actually attract homeowner who want to build a house to come to us, and then we educated them to start the house with the design before going to with the contractor.
Wonderful. So also connecting them with ideas and inspiration and connecting with the person to execute it as well. That's what it's all about. Well, fantastic. Let's continue on. We're going to remain in Thailand because next up we have the keeper. Please, 2 minutes.
Yeah. In 2025, more than 40,000 children will enter the fight they never choose. It is the severe thalassemia. Thalassemia is a disease of the blood that can cause the anemia. Some will die. Others who survive will spend every third week in the hospital for blood transfusion. But this is preventable. So in the general population in Southeast Asia or the Asia, we carry more than 40% of population carry the thalassemia genes which hidden in your body. That means around 280 million people. So the traditional testing, which is not effective enough, because if you go to the pregnant mother, go to the hospital, they will return up to 70% false positive result. Meaning that the screening tells 100 people which is the thalassemia disease, the true thalassemia is only 30 people. 70 people need to go on to the confirmation test, which is expensive and time consuming. Our product is very simple. We are built faster, smarter, and fairer. We can reduce the time for the several weeks of the diagnosis into the one-day result. And we increase the accuracy by 60% comparing to the traditional record. And we also access to every lab and every hospital right now because we need only the simple blood parameter machine, which is already have. Together, we can save the cost of the confirmation test. For example, Thailand, we test every pregnant woman. This is a national policy. With AI thalassemia, our product, we can save up to 20 million per year. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was the keeper, and that was all 5 of our finalists sharing what they do. Now comes to my time to ask you a few questions. I want to go straight up to, first of all, Shenzhen Beaver Technology. I'm curious, in a world nowadays is where AI is even generating artwork and doing a lot of creative, you're focusing on the creative field, but you keep providing a tool for people to use that they can express themselves creatively. Why is this so important? Why do you think this is necessary in the world?
Okay, so thanks to AI, everyone now can generate contents very easily. But the virtual content is not in our physical world. So our tools can enable everyone. When they generate the content, they can build it, they can craft it out of their hand. So that's why we create this Beaver, these tools, right? So also, myself is a maker. I graduated from MIT and a course called How to Make Almost Anything in our school. That's very famous. So it taught me how to build anything, like from different tools like laser engraving machine, CNC, and any other tools. But I noticed that there is no one tools that is safe for kids. But every kid is like a little maker. They have their dreams of creating like their toys and also other artwork, but no tools for them. So that is why I built this tool brands to enable every kid to create using recyclable materials.
Well, that also recyclable material, that's very good as well. But also, as you said, it's true. Virtual is one thing, on the screen is another, but then the key is that when you see it in your hand, that's very empowering as well. That's very important to do as well.
Yes.
Let's move on. I'd like to talk to Petni right now. So animals, as you talked about just now, a lot of times it's the animal owners that they're stressed out. That's the worry as well. Would you say that if that's the case, why don't we just don't have pets? That will avoid all the problems. Why do you think it's important what you have rather than just simply solving and say don't have a pet?
I think humanity need cat hug, the best happiness of the world. So that I wanted take care of them, live longer with their parents. Yes.
Exactly. So we can live happily longer as well. It's not about avoiding, but actually dealing with it as well at the same time. Fantastic. You know what? I'm going to go to the last question here. I want to talk to Space next over here. I like that you opened up to ask the whole room if we have tender. I like that. The good thing is nobody responded to you, so that's a good sign. However, what inspired you to do this? Were you a victim, or did you have a friend who was a victim? Could you share a bit more about that? Because you talked about how you had that trouble as well.
Yeah, this problem is actually quite big. Like every time I talk to people who had a new house or has experience with a contractor, 90% of them have a bad experience with a contractor, and this need to be solved. And even the government couldn't really help, so we will help them.
Fair enough. I'm sure we can all relate to this, and we'll probably be inspired by that app as well. Well, having said that, we've just run out of time as well. So one more time to all our finalists, everybody, please give them a round of applause for sharing what they do, the ideas. But I'd like to invite all of you to please stay behind, but you can stand up as we clear the stage because we want to invite a few more friends to join us for a group photo together, right? And we'll go in the order one by one. I'd like to first of all invite Eric Chen to please begin. This is Eric Chen, Chief Public Mission Officer from Cyberport. Please begin. You have a few minutes to share with us why Hong Kong is the place.
Okay, first of all, I would like to congratulate all the finalists and the winners. And basically, as one of the judges, I'm very impressed, with the quality of your projects. And I'm supposed to tell you, why Hong Kong and why Cyberport, right? So I'm going to do a very brief, promotion. Basically, Cyberport has been running for over 20 years. We are one of the state-level incubator of Hong Kong. We are known as the Digital Technology Hub. And lately, we are also pushing ahead the AI development as the key AI accelerator of Hong Kong, right? So just now I've heard, a lot of interesting projects, including, health tech, art tech, even prop tech, and business productivity tools, right? So, and basically we have all the support, including the access to funding, the access to businesses like large corporates for finding business and reference customers for you, as well as some incubation funding grant that we provide. Over the years, we have groomed over 1,400 startups from our program, and some of them have gone all the way to become the unicorn of Hong Kong, and some are even listed in the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. I don't want to repeat, all the advantages of Hong Kong, but then it is quite true that many people come here not just for the Hong Kong market, but we are the innovation tech hub of the regions. So if you come to Hong Kong, using Hong Kong as a test bed to kind of prove your business model and your businesses, we are actually a platform to bring you to other multiple markets like China and the regions, right? We have actually signed a lot of strategic partnership with places like Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, and also all the way to Middle East like UAE, Saudi Arabia, US, Europe, Australia, many places. So we want to be, your go to market and go global platform, and we hope that we could, be a support for your unicorn journey. Right? Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. And one more thing you should do while you're in Hong Kong, check out Cyberport. That view is fantastic. You have to enjoy that as well. Next up, I'd like to invite Derek Chim, Head of Startup Ecosystem and Development of HKSTP. Please, you have some time, share with us.
Yeah, I think what Eric just mentioned is actually very similar in Science Park. So we are also like 24, 25 years history. But Science Park actually focus more on the deep tech and also the biotech. So if you are doing life and health, if you're doing microelectronics, industrialization stuff, we will have the corresponding infrastructure and the ecosystem to support it. So what I do is running the startup program, very similar to what Eric just mentioned. Every year I have 1,000 startup joining the different programs under Science Park. Those startups, they could be from 0 to 1, 1 to 10, and 10 to hundreds. I have multiple programs, fundings, investment. So what we do is facilitate a lot of events, partnerships to enable the founders to pivot throughout the journeys. So what we do is connections. So I basically run the investor networks within Science Park. So we have over 300 active investors helping the staff to do the fundraising. I have the corporate partners basically providing problem statements and POC opportunities to the founders. I also have international partners where when the founders, they want to expand overseas, those partners help them to connect locally to get them understand how to scale. This is actually very similar, but what I want to actually emphasize what's so unique about the ecosystem in Hong Kong. When we talk about startup ecosystems, usually people talk about the mentors, the fundings, partners, etc. I think what's unique about Hong Kong is we have a GBA ecosystems. That is very unique in Asia. For other countries, they can do all initiatives that we are doing here in Hong Kong Science Park as well as Cyberport. But the fact that Hong Kong is next to GBA, we have really competitive supply chain and manufacturing capabilities. Because we are close to mainland China, we have a huge populations for life and health tech innovations. So that is very unique. We are continuing seeing a lot of international company coming to Hong Kong, coming to Science Park to tap to this GBA ecosystems and sort of scale in China. Also, we also see a lot of companies from mainland China coming to Hong Kong for the capital market, for the international expansions. So that's pretty much about my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Derek. Yes, the GBA, the Greater Bay Area, means a lot of synergy possibilities happening over there. Next up, I'd like to invite Clara Hong, the Associate Director, Ecosystem Development Strategic Partnership, HSITP, to please tell us a bit more.
Okay, thank you. I think this is a good opportunity for us to introduce our park, HSITP, Hong Kong-Shenzhen Innovation and Technology Park. And I think Eric and Derek is already introduced. They have a lot of the resources in Hong Kong. And then our park actually, we can position like it's a national strategic bridge, a cross-boundary innovation platform. Why I say that? Because we are located in the Shenzhen, between Shenzhen and Hong Kong, Lok Ma Chau loop. So this is really, you can say that is within Hong Kong, but offer the most convenience access to Shenzhen. Okay, so leveraging the unique one zone, two parks, and one country, two system advantage. Actually, we are focusing on supporting the cross-boundary pilot testing, commercialization, R&D outcome, attract the international talent, so that I think the unique geographic locations, maybe HSIT should be a really good springboard for the overseas or mainland China, Chinese mainland companies to land to Hong Kong. And our park actually is focusing in 6 clusters. One is life and health, AI, new material, new energy, microelectronics, and robotics. Actually, as well as we also have our funding program, Later on, I will introduce more, do a more promotion because we are going to we are opening for the application now. And also, we also have our ecosystem. Even though our park is going to operate soon, but we already engaged a lot of the ecosystem partner because I think for the startup to land in Hong Kong, not only the funding, we hope our mandate is help them for the commercialization, accelerate their growth in faster. So that I think the connection, as Derek mentioned, that connection, market expansion, help them to grow in faster is our mandate. So that we have a lot of the ecosystem partner to engage and help them to find the opportunities for the fundraising, business matching, everything. So I think HKSTP is one new INT park in Hong Kong, the third in Hong Kong. But I think for the unique geographically, I think will be you're considered to land. Yeah.
Thank you, Clara. That's very important as well. Crossing the boundary makes you open to a whole world of opportunity as well, which you are helping out there. Now, next up, I'd like to invite CY Liu, the Senior Vice President for Startups Invest HK. Please tell us.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm CY. Invest Hong Kong is, we have the same goals with these 3 parks, but we're different because first of all, we don't even have a park. And second of all, some of you might think we are investment fund, but we're also not a fund. So what is Invest Hong Kong? Invest Hong Kong is actually the Hong Kong government's investment promotion arm. It's a government department. What we do is that we support companies to come land in Hong Kong, expand their business in Hong Kong and beyond. So our role is here to support you when you invest Hong Kong. So that is, first of all, I want to everybody to know. And then how do we support the company is that we have, at our headquarters in Hong Kong, we have 10 sector teams. And they cover all the business domains. Besides technology, of course, these parks, they are the experts. And really the place you should go to when you come to Hong Kong, even in the tech area. But for others, like financial services, or for like consumer products, or for logistics companies, for shipping, we have other teams to support these industries to land in Hong Kong. Every day we meet new companies, big and small. Some could be listed companies overseas. They are expanding to Asia and chose Hong Kong. Or there could be companies coming to Hong Kong to get listed in our IPO market. Or there could be SMEs and startups. And that is why my team is the startup team to support startup companies in all domains. And besides our headquarter teams, we also have 34 overseas locations to support you when you are back home. Right, in your home country, you can also receive support from them free of charge about the latest things about Hong Kong and also why you should be coming to Hong Kong. Right, so that's about it.
Thank you, CY. Let's go straight into understanding the landscape of Hong Kong, why it's such a great place to settle over here. Now, I'm going to start with CY, actually. Could you tell us, what are the unique characteristics of Hong Kong's startup ecosystem? Like, what is there that makes successful startups just happen more frequently than the rest of Asia?
Okay, right, I will just start by setting the scene because every year in Invest Hong Kong, we carried out a startup survey. It's available online. The numbers of our startup ecosystem by the end of last year is about 4,700 startups. The number of this year is coming out, I think, in January next year. It has increased, yeah, but I can't tell you right now. But what I can tell you is that it has been growing very steadily in the past few years. And the startup ecosystem has characteristics. It's quite international. 28% of nearly 30% of the founders, they have international background, including Chinese mainland. And then we also have, I think out of this 28%, 40% they are from Chinese mainland, including other countries like UK, US, France, Australia, Germany, and it includes all. And I think it's mainly because Hong Kong is a very open economy, and then there are already very foreigners living in Hong Kong, so that allows the startup entrepreneurs from overseas to also land here quite easily. And last but not least, I mean, for the industry breakdown, number one of our industry in startups is fintech. It's a no-brainer, right? Hong Kong is a financial hub, and then startups can, especially B2B startup fintech companies, they can very easily find clients in our ecosystem, in our economy. Second one is ICT, so that includes AI, right? And third one is e-commerce, because Hong Kong is a trading hub, no tariff, and that's why it's very easy to do business here. Right, and they also have education tech, biotech, and of course, and there are other categories. You can also find the details on our report. So I think the characteristics, Hong Kong startups are quite resilient. We've been through a lot of ups and downs in the past few years, but the numbers of startups has only been increasing. And then I see a lot more involvement from the society into startups, not just governments. We see universities, we see corporates. They're also putting resources. The HKTDC is also a great supporter of startups events, and then helping them coming to Hong Kong to run exhibitions, and then helping to land in Hong Kong. And then the second one, I think from our survey, at least for fintech startups, the founders are usually a little bit older compared to the overseas markets. On average, the founders, fintech founders in Hong Kong, they start their business at 42 years old. This is probably why Hong Kong is an expensive place. So the founders, they need to spend a few more years to accumulate their experience with their wealth or their starting funding, and then building personal network. Right. So I guess that these 2 points are what I can conclude.
Fantastic. Would any of the three of you like to add on to Hong Kong's landscape, why it's so attractive?
Maybe I'll just supplement a few points. I think Hong Kong truly is a international city where the East meet the West. So and Hong Kong in general, is pretty. The whole city is pretty tech savvy. So this is probably the best place, for you to test drive your solutions for international global market. Right. That's the first point. And second point, in many industry, including those are highly regulated, like finance, right? Hong Kong's regulators are pretty proactive. Instead of just telling you what you cannot do as a regulator, they actually quite proactive into promoting technology adoptions. For example, we are working together with Hong Kong Monetary Authority to run generative AI sandbox for banks. And we will be now expanding that to insurance company and also securities company, right? And then in the past 2 to 3 years, Cyberport has been commissioned to run a lot of POC schemes, for Hong Kong, including fintech. We did another POC with on prop tech, right? We have gathered 30, 40 companies in our prop tech lab. And we are also using spatial data, running it with the Development Bureau, so on and so forth, right? And health tech as well. So basically, I would say Hong Kong is the test bed for China, and also for the world, hopefully. So that's probably something to add on.
Thank you very much, Eric. Very encouraging over there. Derek, do you have something to add?
Yeah, I think just want to be adding on what Eric just mentioned. I think the fact that Hong Kong is multilingual is really, really good for founders, the ecosystems to work together. And they actually, if you think about biotech, if you think about robotics, all those stuff, you need to have, for example, biotech, you need to have the clinical trial. Those hospitals in Hong Kong, there are a couple of them. If you do the clinical trial, they are being recognized by China and NMPA, US FDA, and Europe CE. So that is a really good advantage that you do the trial here. And also, when you do the robotics or AI, Hong Kong is actually the only place that you can easily get access to those data from China, as well as train the data overseas. You can train the data with some WeChat data. You can train the data with X. So those are actually really, really unique and very strong position. Robotic companies in China these days are really, really advanced. They are very competitive. They have a lot of innovations, but if they want to go overseas, they definitely need to change the cloud infrastructure, maybe from Ali Cloud to Google, Azure, because the international market, they have the different infrastructure. So they have basically the best choice is actually to do the adaptations here in Hong Kong and make the switch before they just go straight from mainland China to overseas. So that is the really, really clear advantages that no other places will be able to offer such opportunities.
Definitely. Hong Kong is a very good bridge in that sense as well. Now, you know what? Let's go straight into support structures. We're talking about how great Hong Kong is. We've established that. We agree with that. However, support structures, I want to know, Clara, could you tell me what specific resources or programs do you offer to startups? And do you have any success stories you could share with us as well?
I think I can share with you guys about our park because our park actually is located in Lok Loop. So on the opposite is the Shenzhen Park. So that our Hong Kong HSITP and Shenzhen Park actually we are reporting to different governments, but collaborate with Shenzhen Park. We are the Hotel Cooperation Zone. Why this zone is so important? Because this zone we have enjoying the cross-boundary exclusive policy. The policy is leveraging, we have the free flow for personnel, data, capital, and materials. So that within, for example, for the personnel, the people, maybe they can work in our park, but living in Shenzhen. This is just using the contactless, easy wireless, or the come and go is easier. And also the data, I think some sensitive data now is not possible to living to China, but later on they can, the data flow can to the park and let the tech company to use under the security and control. And also allow the materials flow to a park to do the testing or development. So that the first thing is the policy support. There is really exclusive between just only within this hotel INT cooperation zone. The second thing, as I mentioned before that, we also have our incubation programs. Now it's opening for the 2 track. One is the life science and one the AI. We have the government funding. But one thing I want to emphasize is because our program will be run by industry partner, the world-class industry partner or incubator. Why is so important? And this is why quite special because we can leverage the industry leaders, the resources, even those that let the tech company, the incubator, can close to the market and also can engage the industry stakeholders easier and know the market the pain point or needs. So this really can accelerate the people to commercialize their products and solutions. And then third thing is, I think the ecosystem also important support to the tech company. We have already engaged over 70 ecosystems, even those who have not yet activate our park, but they're already engaged because we have want to set up one great fundamental for the tech company. Once they come in, they will have enjoyed like the special service, professional service. Beyond that, we will also looking for our mandate is help the tech company for the commercialization, so that we are work very hard to engage with the corporate enterprise to do to get more the POC user environment for that the tech company can testing that user as a test bed to commercialize their products and go to the market. As well as Derek just mentioned about that, Hong Kong is very special. When they get the certification in Hong Kong, they can leverage just avoid the duplication to do in China. So that we also have a medical device institute set up a lab in our park and help the tech company to do the certification, medical device certification, and then they no need to duplicate the works or save the course. Not kind of this, even though the policy, the programs, and also our ecosystem support, I think this is good. This is really a great choice for the tech community to choose our park. For the success story, I think I will share with you next year.
We'll definitely
because
have
our
many
park
of them.
will be open this year.
There we go. We'll definitely have many of them as well. But it's very important, as you said, we've got the best of both worlds where
I would say stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Exactly, it's going to happen. Fantastic. You know what? Let's jump over to Eric then. I'm curious, like, any specific programs or resources that you provide startups over there at the Cyberport?
All right. So as I mentioned, we've been running incubation program for many years. You know, from ideation all the way to acceleration, and then we support, you know, our companies even though after they graduate, when they are on the growth path, you know, in terms of M&A and IPO, right? So, but then we now create also joint accelerators with a lot of industry partners in driving strategic industries for Hong Kong, right? That's another thing I want to mention. You know, I talk about a lot about, you know, go global, right? So we do lead a lot of our startup to overseas mission delegation, mission, in terms of showcasing their innovations to the world. I remember bringing some companies to Barcelona earlier this year, together with our Secretary of Innovation and Technology. And we showcase our solution at the Mobile World Congress. And one of our company who do indoor navigations, he got a big contract from Middle East in Spain, right? Showcasing the solutions. So that's the kind of things that we are doing for many of us up. One thing I forgot to mention in selling Hong Kong to many of our overseas friends is, if you come to Hong Kong, you need to set up a team, right? So talents is something that you'll be of concern. And I tell you what, Hong Kong has 12 universities, and 5 of them are ranked top 100 in the world, right? So as you could probably see outside, in the exhibition, there are so many of those, innovative projects from the Hong Kong universities, right? And you can see that our universities actually encourage entrepreneurship and promote entrepreneurship even at the undergraduate level, right? So many of them will be eager to join you if you set up a team in Hong Kong, or they already have some companies that you want to acquire, right, as part of your delivery arm, in Hong Kong. So that's something that you could also think of.
Thank you very much, Eric. Right over there. Speaking of talent, I studied at university in Hong Kong, so I'm a byproduct of that, and it's working out really well as well. Derek, anything you'd like to add, specific support structures you provide to startups?
For the program itself, we are very similar to Cyberport, so ideation, incubation, and co-accelerations. And the mission is actually helping them to expand the market, doing the business, test trial stuff, very similar. But I want to highlight the way how Science Park manage the program is very founder focused. So we provide a lot of services to drive, to help, to support the founders to achieve results. For example, last year we have been helping the staff to do fundraising. So last year alone, my team helped the staff to close 500 million Hong Kong dollars fundings collectively. When we talk about market expansions, so we do a lot of trade shows like in the CES, MWC, etc. But other than trade shows, we have specific initiatives to help the founders to really expand their market there. If they want to do the expansions, we have programs to help them to stay in that countries, to work together with the ecosystems, to help them to navigate how do they change the equity structure in a way that they can get US investors and European investors. Because these days is very complicated. You have to work out how, when you scale the business, how do you actually design your equity structure and your operation model. So that come back to what I mentioned, we are very founder focused. My team, we have the different expertise and also the partners to support those expansions. So speaking of like success examples, so I can give 2 as example. One company, they are from Shenzhen and Hong Kong, and when they want to expand to the US market, I support them to send them to Silicon Valley for 6 months. And after that 6 months, they get an investment from a US listed company. They also form a joint venture there. That actually echoes back to what I mentioned earlier. We have been helping them to design what should that or equity structure look like and how do they operate remotely. And the other example is there are lots of international companies, they want to leverage the GBA manufacturing capabilities. A lot of founders here, particularly those hardware related, they can 3D print good stuff, but they can't actually manufacture the product efficiently and effectively, right? So I also have another initiative to send them to Greater Bay Area for 6 months, and then they have to work together with the factories and supply chains, work on the design for manufacturing, how to scale down the cost, how to leverage the latest materials to improve their product, etc. So those are some of more specific elements adding to the general support program we have.
Thank you, Jerry. That's 3 different options and support that you've heard about. But we're going to move on to government initiatives, which means I'm coming to you, CY. So what are the recent initiatives that have been implemented to foster innovation and support startups in Hong Kong? And on top of that, like, what can entrepreneurs best leverage these initiatives? How can they do that?
Right. So I think just now we touched on some pain points of startups, like talent, like capital, and market, right? So I would go from these 3 angles of some of the government initiatives that we've launched in the past few years. For talent, Eric mentioned that we have 12 universities in Hong Kong, and there are a lot of programs going on. But besides locally produced talents, the government has also created this scheme called Top Talent Pass Scheme in the past few years. And so the gist is that we're trying to trying to give visas to talents that graduated from the top 199 universities globally. Right? And there are 3 categories basically, but the gist is that if they fulfill this criteria, even if they don't have a job secured in Hong Kong, they can be given a visa for 2 or 3 years at least to come to Hong Kong and try it out. And then these talents, right? They come to Hong Kong after having some fun, entertainment. Yeah, it's a great town as well, right? If they want to look for jobs, right? Some of they can enter either the corporates, be hired by the startups, or they can start the companies as a startup founders. So this is one that government is trying to increase the talent pool supply to Hong Kong. Yeah. The second one for funding, Hong Kong itself has a lot of money. Yeah. It's either IPO or family office, or we have a lot more PE investors, the early stage VCs. But how to channel their money to technology? Government has actually, we've been co-investing with a number of VCs, qualified VCs in Hong Kong, to invest into technology or startups that they are located in Hong Kong, or their business is mainly operated in Hong Kong. That's one with ITVF fund. And we have also established Hong Kong Investment Corporate. This is not a sovereignty fund, but quite a large sum of money that it works with also those key technology areas to invest in the startups, and working with a number of VCs, and so that it's coined as a patient money. Right? This money they are not asking for short-term return, but they are trying to like investing into startups that they can bring like in the long-term socio-economic benefits to Hong Kong. So funding, that's one, and by doing this gesture, it's raising the awareness for other monies in Hong Kong that they should also look into technology areas. Number 2. Third one is market. Hong Kong's market is small, right? We have only 7.5 million people. That's why we're encouraging the startups to also go beyond Hong Kong. And so that's just now, I think Eric mentioned the GBA, right? Derek mentioned GBA, right? GBA, the Greater Bay Area is this market in some part of China, jointly with Hong Kong and Macau, and the population of about 10 times more than Hong Kong. Right? So the government is trying to promote startups to also explore this market. It's of the same culture. They are more affluent population in China compared to other parts. Right, so this is one, and another one is we're also trying to have this Go Overseas initiative. It's going to launch next year, jointly working with HKTDC and also Hong Kong government's overseas offices. Right, we're going to have a platform to support companies leveraging Hong Kong to expand to the networks outside of Hong Kong. Right, so more details will be released, but I think from talents, money, and market, the government is trying to solve these pain points of startups by launching more and more initiatives.
So we can see a lot of support from different parts as well, the government as well. So we're going to wrap things up. We have a few more minutes only left to go. I'd like to ask all 4 of you, do you have any quick advice you'd like to give international startups on leveraging the Hong Kong platform to set up and expand? Anything you'd like to quick advice over here? Clara.
I will invite you guys to consider to set up Hong Kong as a strategic headquarter in Hong Kong. Why I say that? Because Hong Kong is an international business environment. Provided that I think now is a good timing geographically and social condition. Why I say that? The combination, because I would say that is 天时地利人和. Why I say that? Because now we have the combination of the market, we have the very supportive government, and also the fundraising programs, all of them, the combination, I think that now is a good choice for you guys to consider to set up Hong Kong as your strategic headquarters for expand, because Hong Kong is really close to mainland China and also easy access to international. So, and also we have the 3 good platform for your consider and choice. So, welcome to Hong Kong.
Exactly. Anything else you'd like to add? I think they're pretty happy.
We have recently just launched a global lending program where we work with our counterparts, some of those sister parks that we have signed contract with, in Thailand, in Indonesia, Malaysia, Vietnam, Saudi Arabia, and things like that. We actually want our overseas tech venture companies to bring the core team, 2 to 3 people, to come and see for themselves, the vibrant ecosystem here, right? Because it's like a 1-week thing, right? We pay for some of the costs, and then so that you can actually come and see for yourself, what it's like. In October, we hosted around 10 of those overseas startups, and we brought them to the Hong Kong FinTech Week. We brought them to the Cyberport Venture Capital Forum, and then took them around meeting investors and entrepreneurs, in these ecosystems. So only then you will have a good reasons, to convince your team, to set up and land in Hong Kong. Right? I can assure you that.
Well, there we go. I think anything to add? Otherwise, I believe, you know what? I'm convinced. I think Hong Kong's a place to set up and make this happen. Everybody, one more time to all our guests over here. Thank you so much, Eric, Derek, Clara, and CY as well for sharing with us. And this brings us to the end of the event today. And on behalf of HKTDC, I would like to thank our global partners and supporting organizations for the great support and for making the Startup Express International a successful program so as to facilitate the exchange between global and Hong Kong startups. Thank you so much, everyone. Now, don't leave just yet because E-Day and BIP Asia Forum joint networking event is about to begin at the lounge. So please go ahead. It's a great opportunity to connect with like-minded entrepreneurs. So join us for an inspiring evening. Thanks so much all for you. Let's go and mingle. Let's connect. And good luck with everyone. I'll see you expanding in Hong Kong. Thank you.